The phone vibrated against the tablecloth like a trapped insect. Once, then again. My wife didn't look at it. She never did during dinner. That was her rule. Respect, presence, family first. The irony tasted metallic on my tongue. Her sister's laugh cut through the room, sharp, practiced, hungry for blood. Plates clinked, wine breathed. The chandelier hummed like it knew something I didn't. I glanced at the phone. No name, just a preview line. You said he wouldn't be there. I felt the shift before I understood it. The air thickened, my chest tightened. Not panic, calibration. The mind snapping into place when a pattern finally reveals itself. Across from me, my wife smiled with her lips and nothing else. Her eyes slid away too quickly. Her knee brushed mine under the table, a warning or a plea, I couldn't tell which. I let the phone go dark. I listened. Her sister leaned back, surveying me like a cracked mirror. "So," she said, dragging the word out, "what do you even do these days?" The room leaned in. Family does that. They circle. They test. I swallowed the answer I'd given 100 times. Consultant. Interim. Temporary. The truth had never mattered to them, only the shape of it. The phone vibrated again. This time I smiled, not because it was funny, because I finally understood the joke. I had suspected something long before that night. Suspicion is a quiet animal. It doesn't roar. It watches. It was the way my wife started folding her phone screen down, the way she showered longer, the way she learned new silences, ones I didn't recognize. I told myself it was stress, family pressure, her sister's constant poison, anything but the obvious, because the obvious is lazy and cruel. But laziness has patterns. There were dinners I wasn't invited to anymore, errands that took hours, laughter she brought home like a scent I couldn't place. And then there was the money. I paid everything, always had. Her parents' mortgage when her father retired early, her sister's rent when she transitioned careers, the dinners, the wine, the trips that were family bonding. They called it generosity. I called it gravity. That night, gravity shifted. Her sister lifted her glass and finally said it, the thing she'd been sharpening all evening. "How does it feel being the most useless one here?" Laughter followed, easy, relieved. My wife laughed too, half a second late, but enough. I felt something detach inside me, not pain, precision. I thought of the message, "You said he wouldn't be there." I thought of the months of quiet subtraction. I didn't look at my wife. I didn't need to. I just smiled. I didn't confront her. That's what people expect. Emotion, noise, mess. I prefer math. The next morning I started small. Phone records, shared accounts, patterns in withdrawals that didn't align with our calendar. I watched her move through the house like a guest who knew where everything was. Comfortable. Temporary. I followed the money. It led to a shell account I didn't recognize. Then another. Clean. Careful. Someone had helped her set it up. I ran the number from the message. Burners are sloppy when people feel safe. This one wasn't. I had coffee with a friend who still owed me favors from a former life. He didn't ask why. He never does. The name came back by evening. Her sister's ex, the one who still came to family events, the one who hugged my wife too tightly, the one who always arrived after me and left before her. I watched them together at dinner that night. Micro glances, shared rhythms, a language I'd once spoken fluently, now used against me. I stayed calm. I paid the bill. I kissed my wife's cheek. I listened to her breathe at night and cataloged the lies by their weight. The test results arrived 3 days later. Not DNA, transactions, dates, hotels, gifts purchased with my money, routed through accounts designed to hide the trail. She hadn't just betrayed me, she'd budgeted it. I didn't confront her at home. I waited for dinner. Her sister hosted. Of course she did. She liked an audience. The table was loud. Wine flowed. Jokes sharpened. I sat quietly, letting them mistake silence for weakness. My wife reached for my hand. I let her. Her palm was cold. When the moment came, it was almost gentle. I placed my phone on the table and slid it toward my wife. Then another document. Then another. She didn't touch them. She didn't need to. Her face drained slowly, like a controlled leak. Her sister stopped laughing mid-breath. "I know," I said. That was all. My wife shook her head once, a reflex, denial trying to outrun evidence. "It wasn't," she started. I raised a finger. The room held its breath. Her sister found her voice first. "What is this supposed to be?" I finally looked at her. "How does it feel?" I said calmly, knowing this useless one won't be paying your bills anymore. The words landed heavy, final. I stood, smoothing my jacket. My wife reached for me, missed. "I've already closed the accounts," I continued, "canceled the cards, not just mine, the ones you didn't think I'd notice." Her sister's mouth opened, closed, calculations failing in real time. My wife whispered my name. It sounded unfamiliar. "I knew before tonight," I said. "I stayed because I wanted to be sure. Now I am." I walked out while they were still assembling responses. I left the check unpaid, let someone else cover it. Outside, the night was clean. I felt lighter, not relieved, aligned. Betrayal doesn't break you, it clarifies. It strips away the performance until only truth remains. I didn't look back. I didn't block numbers. Silence is more efficient. Somewhere behind me, lives were recalculating around a missing axis. I kept walking. For the first time in a long while, nothing was pulling me back.